Barak the Yahweh Barakatha, Yahusha, Barak the Yahweh Barakatha, Yahusha, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, the honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled, Is Israel a Servant? Deuteronomy 7:1. When Yahweh your power shall bring you into the land whither you go to possess it, and have cast out many nations before you, the Hittites and the Girgashites and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than you. And when Yahweh your power shall deliver them before you, you shall smite them and utterly destroy them. You shall make no covenant, meaning an agreement, with them, nor show mercy unto them. The focal point: we shall make no covenant with these other nations. It promotes what? Spiritual fornication. Now let's jump to Jeremiah 2:13. For my people have committed two evils. My people, Israelites, modern day Negroes, modern day Hispanics, modern day Native Americans, based on the lineage of our fathers. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, which is also a title for Yahweh and Yahushua, and hewn them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. Verse 14, is Israel a servant? Yes. Is he a homeborn slave? Yes. Why is he spoiled? And the answer is in 13. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, and hewn them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. And all this is saying what? Is how we delved into other philosophies, and that led to our demise. And delving into other philosophies are what? Examples, or an example of spiritual fornication. My article, NBCSportsBoston.com, is the source for this article, and this article is entitled, Why Hornets LaMelo Ball is Covering Up His Neck Tattoo During Games. LaMelo Ball is building his brand on the court. However, the NBA has stepped in to limit just how far he can go to promote his business. The Charlotte Hornets star has been covering an LF tattoo below his left ear during recent games. The initials are short for his middle name, LaFrance, and also the name of his clothing brand. The NBA prohibits players from displaying commercial logos on their bodies during games. And this is what happens when you sell out. When you sign those contracts of Esau, he controls your likeness, he controls your image. And in the case in point for LaMelo Ball, he has an LF tattoo, which is short for his middle name, LaFrance, and also the name of his clothing brand. And guess what? He has to cover it up. If he wants to continue to play in the NBA, he must abide by their rules based on that covenant he signed. And that's why the scripture states, 1 Timothy 6:10, for the love of money is the root of all evil. So it's nothing wrong with having money. But when you start loving money, now you emotionally drawn to this concept of money, and you're willing to do any and everything to continue to receive and get money, which while some covet or desire after they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. But in the case of LaMelo Ball, for the love of money is the root of all evil. And based on his love for money, right, he signed a contract. And within this contract, he has to abide by the terms and the conditions. If not, he will be penalized. All right. See, these high-profile NBA stars, they're nothing but high-paid slaves. So yes, In the case of LaMelo Ball, is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Yes. Why is he spoiled? Okay. Ball had conversations with the league about the tattoo and started covering it up prior to Tuesday's game against the Miami Heat to avoid fines. ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski reported. He also reported that Ball's camp contends that the league's rule is not strictly enforced. Per the collective bargaining agreement, players are prohibited from displaying commercial logos or corporate insignia on their body or in their hair during games, NBA spokesperson Tim Franks said in a statement to ESPN. We try to enforce the rule reasonably in accordance with its purpose and taking into account players' efforts to express themselves in a non-commercial manner, but LaMelo Ball's neck tattoo is an obvious violation of the rule, and accordingly, he's required to cover it up, and it shows you that the NBA controls LaMelo Ball's image. Ball has a similar LF tattoo on his right hand that has not been covered. This marks the second time a Ball brother has encountered the rule. Lonzo Ball was required to cover a big Baller brand tattoo in 2018 while he was with the LA Lakers. Why? Because the NBA controls these players' image. And you players, okay, and anybody that's enlisted as celebrity royalty, okay, you have to abide by Esau's contract, okay? Again, 1 Timothy 6:10, for the love of money is the root of all evil, and that's why the scripture also states, Proverbs 11:21. Salakia. Let's go to Proverbs 3:31. Envy you not the oppressor, the Edomites, and choose none of his ways. For example, LaMelo Ball chose the ways of the oppressor by signing that contract. And if the oppressor, okay, in the form of Esau wants to, or Slakim, the oppressor in the form of the NBA wants LaMelo Ball to play in to play basketball in a pink dress with one basketball shoe and high heel on the other foot, he has to do so. If Esau wants him to wear makeup, Esau / the NBA wants him to play in makeup and to put a ponytail in his hair, he has to do so because the NBA controls his image. Now, LaMelo Ball can say, no, fuck it, I ain't doing it. So he will be penalized. And if that behavior continues, all right, he will get kicked out of the league eventually. Because Esau, look at these niggas, y'all come a dime a dozen. Okay? Let's go to, I think, Mark, the 8th chapter. In verse 36 in the NLT. And what do you benefit if you gain the whole world but lose your own soul? Is anything worth more than your spirit? Okay, and this is Yahushua speaking. And again, this article proves that once Jake signs a contract, Esau controls the image of that Jake. Okay? Let's get to the point. Back into Deuteronomy 7 and chapter 2. You shall make no covenant with them. Lord, will you ratify? Shalom.